IO psychology and research. Some key concepts. IO psychology research is conducted in academic institutions and by practitioners in organizations. Basic research concepts. Theory is defined as a description of relationships among variables and how these variables influence each other in order to explain a particular phenomenon. A theory provides a starting point for studying a phenomenon and guidance for how to study that phenomenon. To show a cause and effect relationship, you must do experimental research. Experimental research has an independent variable and a dependent variable. The independent variable is what we manipulate, and the dependent variable is what we measure from that manipulation. Some key features of a true experiment: you must have an experimental group that receives a manipulation, the independent variable, and you must use a control group that does not receive the manipulation, and it's used for comparison. Oftentimes, they get a placebo, which is a fake condition. IO psychologists often conduct field experiments, which are true experiments conducted in an actual organizational setting. This is the gold standard for evaluating the effects of workplace policy or interventions. Correlational studies focus on the relationship among variables, and they lack the manipulation of an independent variable in a control group. They show association between two variables. Experiments show cause and effect, and correlational studies show relationships between two or more variables. Other important data collection methods that IO psychologists use are surveys, focus groups, and archival data. IO psychologists use a number of statistical methods to analyze data. This includes central tendency statistics, the mean, the median, and the mode. Correlation, linear regression, t-tests, analysis of variance, ANOVA, and meta-analysis. Types of measurements: nominal scale classifies people into categories, male versus female. Ordinal scale indicates the place someone falls on a scale relative to others, first or second, third, or fourth place. Interval scale has meaningful differences between scales, like your credit score, 300 to 850. Ratio scale, like an interval scale, except it has an absolute zero, like your income. Reliability measures the consistency in measuring people in a group, and validity is the extent which a measure is actually measuring what it's intended to measure. Whenever IO psychologists design research for the workplace, they must consider all these factors. I'm Dr. Lee Lucas. Thanks for watching Psychology and Work.